Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, fine. Thank you as well. Just wait a couple more minutes to see
Mm-hmm.
who else connects.
Big one too.
All right, let me just wait one more minute and then we'll start. Because we're going to do a listening, so I want everybody to be here.
Yes. What is that, Miss? Who is this?
I don't know a person is connected, but I don't know who is it.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to admit the
Okay.
person in the classroom if it's not
Mm-hmm.
a
Of course.
student. Yes.
Yes.
Let me just let's see if somebody replies. And well, okay, I guess we can start. And then if this is someone from the class, they are going to send a WhatsApp message. Okay. So in this case, right now, what we're going to do today, we are going to practice a listening activity. Well, a listening task, some listening activities. We are also going to practice grammar, and we're going to practice be going to, which is for the future, but for future plans and intentions. Okay.
Okay.
Now, in this case, similar to the class before, we're going to try to cover from 10 to 11:40 or maybe 11:30 if we finish before.
Okay.
Now, what we're gonna do first is this. Okay. So in this new PowerPoint slide, I have think about the school from the future. Okay. The school from the future, what is different and what is the same.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a little, not discussion, but we're going to say sentences about how schools will be different in the future. We're going to make predictions about this, okay, around the year 2050, okay, 2050. Now, for example, I put I put this. I think that in 2050, schools will have robots that fly. That's just my imagination, right? It's a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think that in 2050, students will read from holograms. Okay, these are my predictions in the year 2050 for schools. I want everybody to give me at least one prediction about schools in the future. Who wants to start?
Mm-hmm.
What can you remember? It's a prediction, so you can invent. It's okay,
Yeah.
and everybody is going to participate. So
Mm-hmm.
you start. I think that in 2050 schools will, and then you invent the rest, okay? So, volunteers or victims? What do you think?
I think that in 2050, ¿cómo es el año?
2050?
2050 school will have more security from us and us put the, ¿cómo se dice? Huella para entrar o algo así. O sea.
Fingerprint.
Ajá.
Okay, all right, very good. So like security, good.
Mhm.
Who wants to be next?
A ver, me. I
What?
think that in 2050, schools will have the classes in third dimension.
Okay, very good. Who wants to be next? Remember, everybody participates, so. All right, so I'm gonna start then picking the volunteers. Okay, Angie, can you give me one example?
I think that in 2050, cars will, how can I say que serán eléctricos?
Will be
Will be
electronic.
electronic.
Okay. Katia, can you give me one example?
I think that in 2015 students will learn more things.
Okay. Mary, can you give me one example? Mary?
Maybe he is with her
¿Ya
son.
me escuchan, Miss?
Ah, yeah.
Yes, now I can listen, yeah.
Okay. I think that in 2050,
Uh-huh.
school will maestros robot, teacher robots, podría
will
ser algo así.
yes. Schools will have
teachers robots.
teachers, robots, teachers, yes. Okay,
Okay.
good. Miranda, can you give me one example?
No, Mary, no.
I think that in 2050, schools will have electric notebooks.
Okay. Emiliano, can you give me one example?
Okay, I think that in 215, school will have electronic book.
Okay, all right. Jesus, can you give me one example? Or Roberto Garcia, Edgar, that's you?
Sí,
Yes. Okay,
no
can
sé
you give me?
cómo, bueno, no sé cómo se diga, pero I think that in 2050 there will be virtual reality O sea, los anteojos te hacen ver otras cosas.
Okay, yeah, virtual reality glasses, I think. Yeah, I would say glasses maybe. Okay. Very good. All right. Okay, so we're gonna continue.
Wait for my food.
Okay. No, we're gonna skip this one actually. All right. I want you to. I have this picture. Can you see this new presentation?
Yes.
Well, okay. So we have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the name of this one? Do you know?
Tamagotchi.
All right. Okay. Well, more or less, no, but okay. What about number 2?
Laptop.
Tablet. iPad.
Okay.
Oh, tablet.
A tablet, yeah, a tablet. Number 3?
GPS.
A what, sorry?
Cellular, no?
It's a cell phone.
Okay. All right. What about number 4?
Laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Laptop,
And number 5?
computer,
Computer.
Mm-hmm. Now, this each one of these, they have their specific name. This one is called mobile phone. So this is a cell phone. Okay.
Okay.
But it's the cell phones that we had a long time ago,
Yes.
like the old ones.
Mhm.
Their names are mobile phones. Okay, that's the name, mobile phone. Okay, this one, as you said, it's a tablet. This one is like a cell phone, but it's a smartphone. This and this, we use them to make phone calls, but they are different.
Yes.
These ones are old, and these ones are the ones that we use now. They are smartphones.
Mhm.
Okay. This is a laptop, and this one, like I said, you said it's a computer, but they call it desktop computer.
Desktop.
Okay. Do you have questions with this?
no,
All right. Okay. So in this case, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to ask you to copy. I want you to copy this in your notebook, okay? This part.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, and when you finish copying this part, please send a Zoom chat with the word finish.
A couple of years ago, another company.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So now pay attention to what you're going to do. Okay. I'm going to.
Teacher,
Yes.
Fernanda me mandó mensaje diciéndome que no ha tenido acceso para entrar a la clase.
So Fernanda is the one that is trying to access. Okay. Tell her to connect one more time because it didn't say her name. No decía su nombre. Entonces no la metió porque pues no sabía quién era. Pero dile que vuelva a accesar, por favor.
Ok, gracias.
All right. So, and to continue, now that you finish this part, you're going to listen, okay? You're going to listen to a teacher talking about something. What I want you to do is to circle or underline the option that you think is correct, okay? Yes?
Yes.
All right, so let me go to the software of the book. Hold on. Okay. Okay, can you see the software of the book?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to play and please answer this first sentence. So I'm going to mute you so you don't listen to a lot of noise, okay?
For your assignment, I asked you to do some research on gadget ownership amongst teens in the US. Perhaps we could have a quick summary. Simon, do you have a figure for mobile phones?
Yes, sir. 78% of teens in America between the ages of 12 and 17 have one.
Right. And what about smartphones? Steve?
The figure is lower. It's 37%.
Gary, I'd like you to tell me what you found out about ownership of desktop and laptop computers.
Oh, well, they're very popular. 80% of teens aged between 12 and 17 have one. That's much higher than the figure for tablets. That's just 23%.
Very good. Now, I'd like you to do a project comparing those figures with the figures for teens here in...
Okay. Let me go back to the presentation. All right, and I want you to tell me, the question is, the teacher is asking about, letter A, investigation and reports of electronics. B, the things he wants to buy. C, the topics for the exam. Or D, none of these options. What is the teacher talking about?
A.
A.
All right, everybody has the same answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yes. The teacher was talking about an investigation and reports of electronics, okay?
Mm.
All right, we're gonna continue. Now, first, like it says in here, I want you to copy this part, okay? And when you finish copying this part, please send a Zoom chat with the word finish, okay? Okay, so Angie finished, Katia finished. All right, Ileana also finished. Miranda, okay. Okay, there also. Okay, Jesus and Elena. All right, so I think everybody finished. Okay, now pay attention to what you're going to do. We are going to listen to the same listening one more time, the same audio. Okay, the same audio. What you're gonna do now is you're going to listen and you're going to put the order, okay, of these electronic devices as the teacher or the students mention. Okay. So let me go to the book. Okay, are you guys ready for me to play the audio? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's go.
For your assignment, I asked you to do some research on gadget ownership amongst teens in the US. Perhaps we could have a quick summary. Simon, do you have a figure for mobile phones?
Yes, sir. 78% of teens in America between the ages of 12 and 17 have one.
Right. And what about smartphones? Steve?
The figure is lower. It's 37%.
Gary, I'd like you to tell me what you found out about ownership of desktop and laptop computers.
Oh, well, they're very popular. 80% of teens aged between 12 and 17 have one. That's much higher than the figure for tablets. That's just 23%.
Very good. Now, I'd like you to do a project comparing those figures with the figures for teens here in...
Okay. Did you get the answers? Let me go back to the presentation. All right. So what is the order in which they mention the devices? What is the first electronic device they mention?
Number one is letter D.
Mobile
Okay.
phones, yes.
All right. Letter D. Number two?
Smartphones.
Okay, so it would be letter A. What about number 3?
Desktop.
Okay, yes.
Desktop
Computer.
to computer.
Number 4?
Tablet. I put tablet. I don't know.
All right, so in this case, number 4 would be the laptop. They mentioned like very, very close together. So desktop and then laptop and then the tablet.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do you guys have this answer? The other ones?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Well, I have the answers in here, so yes. Okay. And with this, we're going to finish the listening activity. I want you to copy one more time. I want you to copy this chart and this one because it has the options that you can use. So please first copy this and this on your notebook. And when you finish, please write on the Zoom chat. All right, so Jesus finished. Okay, Edgar. Okay, Ileana also finished. Okay, Angie, Elena, and Milena also.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right. So what we're gonna do right now is we're going to listen to the audio one more time. Okay. And now what I want you to do is pay attention to the percentage, okay, that they mentioned. One repeats, okay? So one of these have, they have the same percentage. So let me go back to them. Let me go back to the software, okay. All right, so I'm going to play it one more time.
For your assignment, I asked you to do some research on gadget ownership amongst teens in the US. Perhaps we could have a quick summary. Simon, do you have a figure for mobile phones?
Yes, sir. 78% of teens in America between the ages of 12 and 17 have one.
Right. And what about smartphones? Steve?
The figure is lower. It's 37%.
Gary, I'd like you to tell me what you found out about ownership of desktop and laptop computers.
Oh, well, they're very popular. 80% of teens aged between 12 and 17 have one. That's much higher than the figure for tablets. That's just 23%.
Very good. Now, I'd like you to do a project comparing those figures with the figures for teens here in...
Okay, so let me go back to the PowerPoint so we can finish with this activity. All right, now I want you to tell me. Okay. So, all right, so I gave you the answer. Mobile phone was 78%. What
Yes.
about the tablets? What did they mention about tablets? Okay.
23.
Okay, 23. Yes, a tablet, only 23. What about smartphones?
37.
70 and
Okay, the smartphones was 37. What about the desktop and the laptop computer?
The same. 80.
80%.
8%.
Yes, both the laptop and the desktop are 80%. Okay. Questions that you have with this?
No.
no.
So in this case, we basically finished the hold on, the listening activities. Now we're going to practice a little bit more of grammar. Now, in here, can you see the plan and intentions for the future? Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask you to do. We are going to talk about plan and intentions for the future. Okay. What I want you to tell me is
I think I will blah, blah, blah.
more or less, but no. Because we're talking about, now we're going to talk about plans, okay, not predictions or intentions.
Okay.
So, for example,
Mhm.
in my case, I am going to go back to Relaciones Culturales on June. Espero.
With two?
Now, number two, I'm going to train CrossFit next August. And number 3, I am going to walk my dog in the park when the quarantine is over. Okay. These are my plans and my intentions. And or my intentions, okay, depending.
Teacher, siempre se pone el going to y
Yes.
luego el verbo.
In this case, because we're talking about plans and future, okay? Sorry, plans and intentions. Now, I want you to first write on your notebook 3 plans or intentions that you have, okay?
Okay.
Only 3. You can invent if you don't have like something specific, you can invent, it's okay. When you finish, put finish on the chat.
Miss, how, ¿cómo puedo decir? ¿Cómo puedo decir? How I say? Miss.
Sorry, I had the mute. I had muted the microphone. How do you say what?
Pintar.
Paint. Let me.
Paint.
Let me. Paint.
Thank you.
Yes.
¿Cómo se dice salón de belleza?
Beauty salon. On me.
Beauty salon.
Beauty salon. Okay, so Angie finished. Okay, Katia also finished. Okay, Ileana Miranda. Okay, Emiliano. Okay, Elena. Okay, they're also finished. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to ask you to stop. Well, not stop. You continue, but the time for the session is almost over. So I'm going to finish the session and click again on the link. Okay, the same link.
Okay.
so we can continue with the class and we don't get cut.